awareness of the events of Venus is pretty fantastic. I get all excited. And so, because I look at the world, I don't know, I'm too shy to turn on the stream manager. I'll put it on to YouTube after. Okay.
Okay.
But let's have I'm having like this anxiety attack that just came in just like in a second going, ah, you know, and don't want to. So I'm going to see myself, okay, Renee, and we're going to talk about Venus and what happened last year to Venus, okay, and to all of us. We're going to look at our charts. We're going to look at the energy that what came in. And I spent the weekend going over some Lucistrus, esoteric astrology, points of contacts we have contacted and move with, you know, and the new points of contacts that are coming in with this Aquarian energy, all right, and the ending of the Capricorn energy, generation energy. It's like it's going to be very, very interesting to live that new joy touchdown. It's like there's a new energy that landed, and it's joy, you know, having the chance to be yourself, and it has nothing to do with anything in the world except the momentum as such now. Okay, it's only going to grow. There's nothing you can do about it.
Go with the flow.
It's just going to be flowing in little crevices that we're not expecting a joy attack and end up giggling, you know, end up having the ability to giggle again, you know.
Yeah, nice.
It released a lot of bubbles that has been stuck in the muck, right? So that is what Venus did last year when she spent all that leisure time in the sign of personality. Well, in the sign of singularity, in a way, your personality in Leo, right?
Yeah.
And for me, that represents the sacred feminine. That represent from all the studies that I do, okay, and all the reading and the feeling and the touching that I do. It's like I'm so fortunate. I am so grateful because we get to participate in the touchdown joy and the evolution of it afterwards. Without, you know, when you just know, and there's nothing. There will be battling, there will be whatever it is, but when you know, it really doesn't affect you. It just passes by you, and it's done. As far as like the entity of feeding fear, not fear as much as just annihilation, that is outdone. It's over. We're learning touch. We want to be joyous, you know, and we're humans. We're human forms, okay. In the age of Pisces, we ended up talking about taking human form. So we're going to share screen, okay? Because I spent the weekend with amazing texts and amazing insights of what we're moving forward to, as far as like having the courage, the ability, the adaptability, right? You know, the wire, there's a friction that comes by you and you just adapt. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like when you see somebody yawning.
Everybody else yawns, right? Yeah.
Yeah, it's like contagion, right?
Yeah.
And because it's energy. I know that when I meditate on certain subject, I know that I am expanding when I yawn. Okay. There's this inviolable yawn that I have to get through, and it might last for an hour. I'm going to be yawning and yawning and yawning. But I know that after that, whatever needed to pierce through that wall that we all have in our structures got done. You know what I mean? It's an amplification of energy.
Right.
Because what yawning does is it depresses you within. Can you feel that? When you yawn, you just like, you just go all the way in, right?
Yeah.
And then you have to breathe it out. It's an
Mhm.
exercise.
Yes.
you
True.
know and when we develop our skills, we go through, sometimes some of us do, I know I do, sessions of yawnings, so the energy enters that way too. Okay, it's like awakening the soul. And that's what happens at this time for many, many, many people on the planet. A lot of them, they're waking up of those sleeping sessions, right? They're coming to themselves. The sense of having Venus and Leo last year was like landing a 5,000-year-old um, field of energy. This the returning of the matriarchy at the center of power. And when we talk about the center of power here, we talk about the center of powerful structures of well-being, you know, well
Mhm.
thought of ideas and applying them and separating from what's been applied. You know what I mean? Remember that energy we do in astrology is like when we enter something, we're applying to, right? And when we're
Mhm.
leaving something, we're separating from, because we have incorporated, we have integrated the what was to know for you in that, right?
Mhm.
So that's what I like about separating and applying. So we are in a moment of applying into joy, okay? Applying to understand 5,000 years later, at the end of an era, we're closing the age of Pisces. We wouldn't be saying these words if it was at the beginning of the age of Pisces.
Yeah. Mhm.
you know, we would have to still do all the work that's been done in that time and the talents that have been acquired in that time, right? So I want to show you what I was going through Lucis Trust, and let me know if
It's on the screen. Yeah.
it is okay. But I'm going to go to the points and signs. Okay,
Mhm.
that's Macara. Well, I want to go to my email. Can you see this?
Yeah. Angel Santa Fan. Yeah.
Yes, that's a site that I wish everybody would kind of like uh, adopt. It's called innerlightworkers.co in the UK. Um, they have the beautiful, beautiful understanding of the masters, of the archangels. They have the biography of them. They have all kinds of things that you can, play with as far as adapting to your knowledge. All right.
Mhm.
And you can go there. It's also a playful thing that has got a message for you every day. And you can go there, a message from the masters, and see what's come here and see if you got cards there.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
you
Right.
click
Yeah.
here,
Yeah.
and today we got the Chohan of the 14th ray of a higher spiritual truth and bearer of the Magdalene flame has this message for you, Lady Magda. You know, so it kind
Mhm.
of points you to amazing little thoughts that have been applied to the world and the essence of the world for thousands of years. Okay. And these are old thinkers like me, or, new thinkers. And many people have channeled these messages, and I think they're fun to play with. It helps you transform. It helps you talk to your own personal divine essence, right?
And they're beautiful cards, but they give you a lot of information. Wow.
Yeah, so that is something that I played with for years and years. And I just saw them again about maybe a month ago. And they had been in my library. but certain email has a certain access to certain things. And this was a lot of fun to be able to share with you guys. Okay. So,
Mm-hmm.
lady, its love is clear, it is pure, and it is a complete and perfect essence of innocence and joy.
That's
And
beautiful.
isn't that
That
what
is
landed last
beautiful.
week?
Yes,
Last
you're
week
right.
what landed. It became form. It took physical adaptation. It was in the etheric, it was in the astral, but it had to be pushed in a little bit. It's like giving birth.
It's good though. It's beautiful.
Yeah. So this is why I give my flame to you now to
Yeah.
help transform all that you think, say, and do with the purity and love that the divine essence of you. The violet flame will transform all negativity into positivity. And when you use hand in hand with the silvery blue energy of the Magdalene flame, will bathe all those energy. It meets and challenges in the pure light and love of God. This is
Beautiful.
the means by which all may be returned to their original states prior to separation from source and the God's head. Isn't that
Wow.
beautiful?
Beautiful. I love these cards. Wow.
Yeah, I'm always full of surprises.
Yes, you are. Your world of information. You always have plenty of nice things to tell us about that we can go to and research more. That's nice.
I love that,
Yeah.
because it animates the life within us to go look for good, right?
Andy, you're a real treasure.
Oh, thank you, honey. Isn't that fun?
Welcome.
And,
Yes, it
and and
is.
really, like it or not, Renee, last week, touchdown of joy came in. Okay,
I'm
it's that
glad.
it's
It's
that
good.
balance, it's that Libra energy. That woman that
Yeah.
laughs just for the hell of it, but
Yeah.
and that
I
man that
laugh.
laughs just for the hell of it,
Yeah, I like to
because
laugh. This
you
laughing is
know
good. Yeah.
and it tickles the ions of the soul, the
Really.
energy
Yeah.
that we are
Wow.
made of, right?
Yeah.
The
Really.
electricity, the air that we take in now every morning can be ionized with a surge of electric power of joy. We've been wanting this, we've been yearning for this.
Yeah.
I mean, I know I have. I mean,
Yeah.
you can't even get me down, Renee, okay? I mean,
Yeah. Well, yeah, seeing something like that makes you feel good. Yeah. It's
yes, but
really
it
good.
also tells us. Let's go look at the energy. Let's go look at the charts, okay?
Yeah.
Let's go look at
Energy
the
today.
energy of the transit today. Okay.
hmm Yeah. Fifth,
We remember
the,
last week there was none of that.
yeah, the
Uh,
fifth ray is really
the fifth
prominent.
way is science. What it is chemistry. All right now. Okay.
Yeah.
Remember, chemistry. When you have chemistry with something, you just go. It's like the energizer bunny.
Yeah.
You're with,
Right. Yes.
you're
Right.
willing to get up and go tap 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 on your tambourine and say, "Yeah, I'm here," because that's the energy that it just vitalized. And today is the angel of vitality. You know,
It's yeah. You feel it.
so that it's in the air. So when more of us starts contributing, you know, to that kind of energy, that what was meant to be, okay. And
Uh,
when we look at the first ray is the sigma energy at this time. It's the swan, okay. It's the
okay.
Sagittarian energy. It's the human sigma man. Look at the meaning of that, okay. It is good. It is educated. It is tender. It is attentive. It is persuasive into expanding views, okay. It is a good energy, and it's in Sagittarius, all right. So the Sagittarius at this moment is about delivering the moment, And it did. I mean, really, really, we've been electrified since last week, right?
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah, we really have. And Pluto is at zero, zero. See that zero here? We're going to
Right.
be
Yeah.
at zero uh, uh, to uh, to pretty much getting to the 30th degree on September 1st of Capricorn, touchdown. Okay. That Capricorn this time we don't have to fear it. Okay, what we get to do this
Mm,
time? What
yeah.
we get, after you've moved.
Oh, you know about that.
Well,
Yeah.
I was in real estate, okay, for a long time, and we'd
Mm,
clear out the building, okay, and afterwards you had to do the inventory, like what's
yeah.
you just leave. Okay, this is what's happening.
Okay.
We're going back into the Capricorn energy. All right. We're
Mm-hmm.
touching down there, and we're the overhaul has been done. The cleaning up has been done. Because the new generation that new generation that is um that alpha generation is a combination of millennial and generation and something new that hasn't been experienced yet. Okay.
Mm, yeah.
It's the millennial information without the me
Yeah.
attitude in it. It's the
Yeah.
millennial situation with let's all contribute for us to all become better. Okay. That's the
Mm,
combination where we've overhauled the corporation attitudes. We're not
mm,
talking about the physical business, or we're talking about the overall attitude. We saw what we didn't really appreciate, right?
mm-hmm.
And what can't appreciate with us in the future because it doesn't work. They've been
No.
recognized and pointed out too. So the new alpha generation goes, wait a minute, I want all that they had in that millennial thinking idea. They had the right idea that I want to feel that satisfaction, but with the inclusion of everything. Okay. It is
Mm-hmm.
doable because if it was capable of being done in the a maligned way, it can be done in a very, very, gentle way. So there's a new attitude that landed. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
You follow me? So
Yes.
that new generation that's already voting, right?
Yeah.
They've been the victims of the atrocity of a thought that it's okay to have children learn with guns around them. That doesn't work. It just don't. It's the soul is meant to be free and not imprisoned. It is imprisoned in form, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so let's pay attention to. I spent the weekend working really hard, not working, actually loving it. Okay, so it's like I wasn't working.
You feel like you're working when you're
It
enjoying
never
it. Yeah.
feels. So when we look at, we're coming out of the age of Pisces, right?
Mm-hmm.
So one fish stands for the soul. Do you see this?
Yeah.
And the other for the personality or form nature. And
Mm-hmm.
between them is to be found the thread or sutratma. What is the thread of sutratma? It is a silver cord which keeps them bound to each other throughout the cycle of manifested
Manifested
life.
life. Okay. Mm-hmm.
The silver lining. Okay, that
All
silver
right.
cord.
Silver lining. You hear it's always silver lining in things. Yes.
Okay, that
You can
suit
look for it.
Fatma, that because we have three chords, when that are really part of the fabric that we have weave our environments from. Okay, that are
Mm-hmm.
always attached to us while we are manifested.
All right.
Okay, and the
Mm-hmm.
silver cord. is the one that keeps us in that manifested cycle. It's the one that never breaks. Okay. It's the
Yeah.
one that when we go to sleep at night, it's still on. Okay. It's when it severs that it's over.
We
Okay.
move on. Yeah.
And then we have the in the Stratman, we also have the the energy, that physical life, right? But
Yeah.
in the brain, right? It's like it's got between the pituitary and the pineal gland. There's this little vector of air that's there, and
Yeah.
then it does the work, right? It's the astral realm. But for some of us now, we know that the astral realm is also capable to have us have the intuition of the ethereal realm. Okay.
Yeah.
So that's all in those, that's the rose energy, and then there's always the
Yeah.
golden thread, which
Right.
is our soul, our intuition.
Right.
And it's more than that, but I'm just kind of like putting these words there for
Now
that.
that's beautiful though, this whole thing. It is. I like this. Yeah.
So it is therefore the cross of the Son of God, the incarnating Christ, though it is in relation to this cross, the cross of the planetary Christ, just as the fixed cross is that of the individual Christ. In each human being, okay, this is so important. The individual Christ in each human being is on the fixed cross, okay? That is where you find that you have the supplies to stay there and to act upon the eternal now, okay?
Yeah.
It is where you are supported, that fixed cross, it's got you fixed to know what you know that you know. Okay.
Yeah.
It's the individual Christ in you where it begins to recognize itself as saying, I'm a lot more than just that little thing. Okay.
Yeah.
I, I have more courage in that. Well, sometimes I don't, but
Well, it's showing it. It's there. So
but I have a
you
certain
know.
education. I want to grow into it, but I'm afraid of people. Really, 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 I'm afraid of people. But I have had a life that conditioned me for that. Okay, so that isn't the individual Christ in me being the human being. Okay, I haven't got quite exactly what is needed. Okay, I was born on the cardinal cross, right? And the cardinal cross really helps me kind of escapes many times because the cardinal cross is really the cosmic cross. Those little planets I talk about a lot.
Yeah. That's
they,
right.
they can interrupt me from being fixed.
Okay. That's important.
So you can
Yeah.
look at the mutable cross. What are we moving on right now? We're moving to the mutable cross. That uh, Aquarian energy, right?
Yeah. Like it says, for six is the number of great work
It's
of the period of manifestation. Wow.
yes, six
That's
means
beautiful.
work's done. hmm
Yeah.
So when people want us to fear the number six, right? Six is accomplishment.
That's my number. That's my number.
Yeah, we are also six-way energy, right?
Right. Yeah. Right. Six. Yeah. Six comes up a lot. Yeah.
Well, yeah, but it's because it's for our era of time, Renee.
Right.
That six won't be there in the future
No.
as much because we will have transformed into another form in which we will have the choice because that race six, that energy six, the souls that came here to introduce and to stand for the energy of joy and to be present
Yeah.
and also being human beings. I mean, we are entities on the planet that's floating in the cosmos.
Mm. Yes.
At the same time of all this drama going on around us, right?
All right.
And it's a lot of fun when we expand our mind to say, what's living we are living in the last week. It was an accumulation of many, many thousands of years in the
Mm.
making.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
And I don't care what anybody says on this planet. Okay. It touched down. It is to be unfolded. You know,
Hmm.
the patriarchy gave its best evil shot, ain't working because
No.
joy touched down.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm so happy. I mean,
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
silly happy. Okay, uh,
Well, it's a good feeling. Yeah.
it's an amazing feeling. So when we look at this, okay, it is therefore the cross of the Son of God, the incarnating Christ, though it is in relation to this cross, that the cross of the planetary Christ, which is what we are calling forth right now in our energy fields, okay?
Hmm.
And of the planetary Christ, just as a fixed cross, the fixed cross that we are, you know,
Hmm.
as a population, that fixed cross is at the end of the individual, us recognizing our potential that Christ wanted us to realize about ourselves, right? It's
Yes.
the idea of it, you know,
Hmm.
taking form into the body. That's a owie, okay? Anybody that
Hmm.
does that is out of their mind, obviously us, okay?
Okay. I
Because
need.
it is painful to be in a body.
It's a lot of work.
Heck yeah, okay? I mean, no doubt about it. And we have, even though it's, we have to learn to really enjoy that ride. And we have come to that time. I'm so lucky we're part of it. Um,
Yeah.
I am. I feel like a kid. So is that
Really
it is
nice.
I feel like a baby girl. I mean, it's just like a new playground has opened. Okay.
Yes, it has.
So in Gemini, there is also a definite relationship between the two brothers, but there is no connecting the band. See, Pisces has this little band that connects each other, right? The Sutratma, right? The
Hmm.
energy, the two brothers, but there is no connecting bands. And in that relationship is latent free choice and free determination. Okay. The human side of it, the physical side of it, that Gemini sign,
Hmm.
mixing and blending that energy. That's what we're living through right now.
Yeah.
All right. That
Hmm.
mutable identity. What form do we want to take? This is your choice, bud. This is your body. This is your incarnation, and it is what it is. Here are what you have been born with and molded. Okay.
Hmm.
So
Yeah.
that's what that is. In this moment, Pluto stands for death or regions of death. The Earth stands for the sphere of experience. Isn't that so freaking beautiful?
It is. And it's true. That's what we're
The
doing.
Earth,
Yeah.
humanity,
Yeah.
humanity creates a sphere of experience in it. It's so much fun.
Yeah. Yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
and it is beautiful. The moon, okay, the moon that we came, you know, from, it's a completely different story, okay? But Vulcan stands for the glorification of it,
Hmm.
recognizing it, understanding that this is a death moment, but it's not a death that is worthless. It is also a courageous death because Pluto lets us see the amount of growth, determination, you know, like
Yeah.
tenacity
Hmm.
that has grown in fortitude in the human ship, in the human energy. 6 planets, therefore, governs the mutable cross as far as humanity is concerned. And this in itself is significant, for the 6 is the number of the great work of the period of manifestation and is the number of the beast. Who's the beast?
Yeah, that's the beast.
You,
Oh,
me.
we're the beast. Okay, I didn't know it was a beast. Okay.
Yes, we're the beast. We're
Okay.
animals, and we are the fourth kingdom, right? We
Mm-hmm.
are from the lower nature moving on toward the higher nature, right? But
Right. Yeah.
but we are from the animal kingdom, honey.
Okay, that's true. Yeah.
We're flesh.
Mm-hmm.
We're air.
Right.
so
Yeah.
so they wanted us to become scared of ourselves, scared of our lower nature, like
Mm-hmm.
we were becoming like, let's eat the next neighbor, okay?
Well, yeah, to live. Yeah.
I mean, that's how I feel, okay? I mean,
Yeah.
this is really how I can explain yeah, I am very happy. Okay, so but when you understand the number of the beast, who is the beast? You.
Yeah, I didn't realize that. That's right. Okay. Yeah. True. Okay.
So you got to get at ease with that beast that you are.
Mm-hmm.
You got to learn to moderate it, right?
Yes.
And you got to learn to be able to stand yourself so that you have time to moderate it. And
Yeah.
if we give the identity to the beast, to the person outside of us, well, they've already won.
Yeah.
Be your beast. Being your beast is
Yeah.
a good thing.
Control yourself. Yeah. Don't let
Yeah,
anybody else control you.
you know.
Yeah.
So that's who the beast is.
Okay. That's what the beast is. All right. Now we know who the
It's
beast
a
is.
it's that simple.
It's a symbol. Yeah.
I've seen many times in my life where I was scared of myself. You know, I've had a life like that.
Okay.
Okay, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And I think many of us have had a life like that, where there's some thoughts that came into our head that were like, oh, Jesus. Oh, ooh, yeah, right?
Yeah.
The beast in us, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then the justifier came on up after the beast. Like the animal woke up and said, okay, let me justify why I should bite that person.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's okay to have all those feelings and to manage them. What would have happened from that bite if I did the bite? Okay, because the idea is in the center of that. What you want to accomplish is right in that center, but you don't have to perform it. You can perform it. You can put a little hole in it and say, yeah, that's not exactly what I want to produce.
No, you want to go in a different direction, but it's clear to you.
Yeah, so that is
Yeah.
the beast in us.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, managing the beast in us. That is who the beast is, Renee. And I think that
Okay.
is a huge awakening.
Yeah, it is really.
Otherwise, do you know who else is a beast?
Yeah. Don't let don't let another beast control you, right?
I think about that and tell me if you come up with another beast in your life than you, please tell me, okay?
Okay.
Because you're the one that animates it.
Okay. Right.
So anyway, think about that, and you're going to tell me an answer when you come up with it, right?
Yes.
Thanks. It might never happen, but it's in the air. So when we look at the beast, the number of the beast, it is so
Yeah.
simple, right?
Yeah.
Which is the lower nature of as far as man is concerned. Okay? It's our
Yeah.
lower nature of ourselves.
Yeah. It is.
It's just phenomenal. how simple it is.
Yeah, when we see it, it is. Yeah.
Yeah, you know. I just had this crazy picture in my head that just went through. Uh, I mean, how many times I became the beast to my children, you know? I slapped
Yeah.
them on the side of the head and said, don't act like that, you know?
And say, "Oop, step back, step back."
So, you know, you can have a really beautiful approach to your beast, okay? And learn to become comfortable with it. I mean, that's all I can say, okay?
Hmm.
And it is all that which seeks to destroy the higher life. Anything that seeks to destroy something better in you is not okay.
No,
Okay.
gotta
So,
let it
but
go.
also that which can be controlled and directed finally by the soul. And this is where we're at. Okay. In
Yeah,
actual life, like reality. Okay.
yeah.
Reality, not alternate idea of reality, but reality.
Actual reality, right?
Yeah. Mercury and the sun are one. Through Mercury, the mind is illumined and a relation is established between personality and the soul.
Hmm.
Isn't
Yeah,
that beautiful?
it is nice. Very nice.
So Leo approaches the closer to the esoteric interpretation of astrology and spherical, okay, those different little things that we happen to see as researcher of astrology, okay.
Hmm.
And according to the spherical, the three decanists, which govern by Saturn, Jupiter, and Mars, presenting opportunity to work off karma and be successful in so doing, and indicating method employed that of conflict and of war. Leo gives us Jupiter, Moon, and Mars. Okay. We are in a moment of definition for the global energy. Okay. And so that's what I was pondering with this weekend. And as far as the Piscean energy, but the most important thing I want you to take on is that we are changing cross very soon. Okay. Once we get out of Aries and Libra cross, cardinal cross, the north nose and the south nose,
Right, those are
creating,
different.
because see the north node and the south node creates the cardinal cross of Cancer and Capricorn
Hmm.
and Aries and Libra, right? We've been living that cardinal cross,
Right.
at least you and I, to a little bit more of an extent, because we're both extremities of the nodes. Okay.
Yeah. 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 Both of us. Yeah. It is
Yeah,
ours.
but we also are so dearly affected by the water of our energies, right? Cancer and going at the top of the mountain in Capricorn, right?
Right.
It's extraordinary the times we're living in. I mean,
It
this
is.
nature is, when you look at what has been written and what we can apply, and when we can see, it doesn't have to be a disaster, people.
No. You
You
have
know,
control. You do have some control over it too. You have control yourself. That's what it really is.
yeah.
Yeah.
So in this Aquarian generation we're moving in, remember,
Hmm.
we got this amazing millennial alpha generation. Okay, they have the attributes of millennials. They want the best of everything, but in the other way that the older millennials wanted it.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'll go with that. I'll go with that trend. And I will try on that trend as far as I'm concerned, because I think it's a better attitude and I
It
might
is.
learn something in it. Okay.
True. Yeah.
And I am not going to disseminate them for thinking, you know, oh, they can't do this. That's their lives.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
And we've done what we've done, and now we are exiting that format of energy for them. It's their turn. We will be returning if we want to. Okay. You
Yeah.
can reincarnate if you want to at a certain time, but remember, we are uh, that race six of energy that for the last 5,000 human years was a necessity to be present because we were quite the warriors.
Yeah. Yeah. It's true. Yeah, we were.
You know,
Mm-hmm.
we animated the sense of what belongs to what, right?
Yeah.
And organizing the human
Mm-hmm.
race. It's
Mm-hmm.
really the organization of the human race, so for them
Yeah.
to learn to themselves, to understand themselves. Really,
Yeah.
when you look at
They
the
have
big
to
picture.
do. Yeah. They have to learn to understand themselves. A lot of them don't, but they're working on it.
So, can you see the outer world that we live in right now, Renee,
Yeah.
and
Looks
how you are
crazy,
you?
but yeah, can understand what you could do about it. Yeah.
Yeah, but and you can see how in the stories of the world and the
Mm-hmm.
philosophy of the world that GK and Alice Bailey talks about, and you know, Nablotsky, you know,
Mm-hmm.
that
Yeah.
big picture, you
But
know, that's written from archives of different times, right?
mm, yeah.
Different analogies, different way of, because it was a gradual growth of integration and applying and separating, applying and separating. You know, you apply, and sooner or later, that application of that new idea comes to the end of that new idea, and there's a new idea.
Right.
It is always forward. There's no reason to stay attached to something that is decaying because we're moving ahead.
Right. As long as we realize that, we could move along with it. Right.
Oh, we can imagine the missions in there. Imagine
Yeah.
the do-gooders in there. I mean,
Right. There was always do-gooders. Right.
yeah, and there's really, you know, there's that nuance and that navigation. You know, being able to float the boat
Yeah.
and go take a dip here and a dip there. You know, and see what works. Having discernment on call. You know.
Right. That's true. Yeah. That's the way to look at it. Right.
You know, so we're
Mm-hmm.
looking at that new Aquarian generation that is going to be born. Okay, the next 20 years we're going to have a old new generation being born with different wiring, but they're going to be wired for joy. Okay.
Yeah. That's
So
the good part. Yeah.
this is what I want to imagine. Okay, imagine a generation wired for joy with the
Mm-hmm.
right instruments, with the
Mm-hmm.
right form of education. Okay, and
Right.
wired for joy, just being productively fruitful, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Because we're moving into quantum experiences and
Mm-hmm.
physics that
Yeah.
I'm coming back to play in. Okay, there's
Yeah.
no way I'm not doing that. I
Yeah.
mean,
That's
and I want to
nuts. Good. Yeah.
do it from the form of a human being. Okay, I don't want to do it from the form of a. You know, I'm readjusting my plan a little bit because remember, I always have an incarnation plan going on.
That's right. That's right. Everybody plans what they're
You
gonna
know, I
do.
have an
Right.
incarnation plan. I have, you know, I want better hair, better genes, as far as like, you know, not having to retain all this. And but by then it's going to be taken care of, so I don't care. You know,
Yeah.
I want to be a quantum
Much better.
physicist. I want to be able to penetrate. I want to be able to walk in the step of a quantum emergence that needs my service. Okay, that's what I
Right.
want. You
You want
know,
to help. You want to help. Yeah.
Yeah, but with a certain amount of like proven new ways of being able to perform life. You know,
Yes. Yes.
I'm excited about that kind of stuff.
It's
So,
good. Yeah. Good things come. Yeah.
so that's why we can. I'm not seeing anything limited in front of us. Everything that the battle of the outer world right now is going on, as far as
Hmm.
politics and everything else, as far as I'm concerned,
Yeah.
it's over.
Yeah. You have to go that direction.
I
Yeah.
don't have. I can expand that positive thread. And remember, at 2 o'clock every day, um, go to macara.us and join the 12 minutes of silence for the last year of the forerunner. You
Right.
know,
Yeah.
uh, this is the last year of the forerunner. After that is the year this of the new group of world servers. So
Mm.
but we're there, and we're closing with 12 minutes of silence. What are we putting into these quantum loops ahead of us, right? What
Hmm.
are we generating in peace, in distribution of, surprises? Surprise me with new information and new education, new adaptability, right?
Yeah.
So this is 12 minutes of science that we get to do every day, and the more of us that penetrates that quantum energy, that ability to go into within yourself and connect to others all over the world for 12 minutes of silence at 2 o'clock in the afternoon.
Thought it
We'll
was
have,
three. You tell me
well,
three
I
today?
just found out this week.
It is two? It
Yeah.
is two. Okay, 2 o'clock.
Okay. It's 2 o'clock in the afternoon, and you're
Hmm.
participating in the biggest, first, really first, magnificent expansion of joy and peace that was, and that call was being produced before the events of last week in the world. Okay. It
Right.
was, but it's taking a different tone now. Joy is in joy touchdown. So go in
Hmm.
there, listen to, just participate. It's worth it. Okay.
Go
It
into
is.
Macara. And what particular area of Macara are we going
I'm
into?
going to send your email to Michael, and I'll let him put you in the group, but you need WhatsApp. So I don't know if you have that on your phone.
I don't think so.
You should download it. It's this is WhatsApp is going to become a very big thing in the next couple of years. It's free to download as an app to become part of groups, like sudden groups of meditator that comes online in media. It's like emergency meditation.
Yeah.
Because we're learning. We've been doing this for a long time. A lot of us are long time meditators, and we know we can manipulate the energies, right? And we, at least in our own personal environment, we've had multiple proofs of that within our own personal lives. And now
Hmm.
we are actually going to be performing it, practicing it, living it, and see what the subtle sense changes is for everyone.
Yeah.
But in the form of just your thoughts in it. Like
Mm.
there is the seed thought in the middle, right? The seed component of serving in the middle.
Hmm.
But that's it. How do you want to serve to the best of your ability and be yourself?
Yeah.
Yeah. And what can we do for the peace on earth, right? What can we, anything that we can start expressing peace with is the center of that call. So I invite you guys to go there, and I'll send your email to Michael. Okay.
Okay.
His name is Michael Crow. Okay.
Michael Crow. Okay.
Okay. And get into that. I mean, just the essence, the feeling of being in it for regular, everyday 12 minutes of bliss. But it is the
Hmm.
bliss that you are formulating in this, the ability to put that in the soup of the future.
Right. Yeah. We want to have something good in the future coming in. Right.
yeah, but to your taste, to you, we all
Mm-hmm.
have our little taste, particular taste in there that are somehow is going to make a beautiful, beautiful tableau, beautiful, coat, a
Mm-hmm.
beautiful energy. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay.
So this is, something that you do on your own, like we all do, and
Mm-hmm.
we do. There's so many things we can go forward with instead of fighting with each other. We're just learning to love each other.
Yeah. Love.
Now,
Love.
remember that when we are in the energy of Aquarius, which we're about to leave at the end of the month, okay?
I know. September is starting the other. Yeah.
Okay, so what we're going to do, what we want to understand, okay, we're getting out of the seventh way energy, Uranus, the electrical energy of Uranus, the will to be, to know, similar, on all plane of manifestation. That is not going to be present at the end of the month on September 1st. That's going to be like kind of uh, like you're not going to be able to have that energy till it's returning a few months after. What we're going to be able to look is that the energy of that Jupiter is going to be looking with Saturn, okay, where the limitation of Saturn has been,
All
okay,
right. Mm-hmm.
and where Saturn has stopped at certain places in all of our charts, right? It has
Mm-hmm.
it's got a meaning, but after September 1st, that electricity that I'm feeling every day,
Mm-hmm.
that I've it's not going to be the same sort of electricity. It's going to be like tempered. It's going to be like well applied. It's going to have a fusion. It's
Mm-hmm.
and it's going to have something that is from Jupiter, which is called subjective purpose of manifestation.
Okay. Subjective.
The subject
Okay.
is you
Okay.
responding to the manifesting exoteric energy that's we're bringing out from the esoteric self, right?
Yeah.
So, so this is brought about to the third and seventh way activity on the exoteric field. Okay.
All right.
So for the last 9 months, okay, we've been into the esoteric field of electricity. We've been maneuvering, short circuiting certain things and animating different things. Okay,
All right.
right.
Yeah.
Right now, we're gonna go into a subjective purpose of manifestation,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
and we're gonna see what an intelligent, rational momentum from the third ray and have the contrast in from the seventh way that we've been contrasting with, that reflection of that ray's activity in the exterior of the world. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Ex- Exoteric will is shining what we've been esoterically kind of incubating. Okay,
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
so we have that moment that's coming in where the direct energy of Pluto also going forward is going to bring that exoteric energy of viewing what can it be when Jupiter is the teacher. Okay, because Jupiter is
Mm.
teacher, right? Jupiter
Jupiter teacher.
is, yeah, it's what's animate or deflates.
Right.
And then we also have the moon, ray 4, okay,
Mm-hmm.
and
Mm-hmm.
that can only be through Aquarius.
Okay.
All right. So that
Mm-hmm.
ray 4, that harmonizing conflict. Okay. We're
Mm-hmm.
here now. We we're living that time. It's not the beginning of the age of Pisces, it's the end of the age of Pisces. We are animating new energies and we are understanding the inner conflicts of ourselves better than we have ever before.
Yeah.
So what Uranus gave us in the last, since Uranus had that a trilogy of touching Venus and some conjunction a couple of months ago, okay, it gave us a spontaneous activity, and it produced an evolutionary development, both natural and spiritual. It is the urge to better conditions.
Yeah.
Now, none of us can deny this. It's happening in the cosmos. We talk about that in astrology all the time, but we forget to to collaborate and cooperate. All these energies together, these new conditions are happening. Stop resisting.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Okay, so I'm really happy, Renee.
Yeah, I know. You really are very exuberant today about everything. Yeah, it's good.
I've been like this since last Sunday. Okay,
Okay, you
it,
found something good. Yeah.
I haven't been tapped in like this ever. It's
Well,
just
it's a good thing then too. It makes you feel good when you be happy and smile like that.
so. Did you catch up good
It
information today? Did you get?
was very good. Yeah. I think it was
Yeah. So
interesting. And plus we
okay,
got other things to go with if we wanna. Yeah.
we
It
got a lot
opened
to
up
do.
more doors for us. Yeah.
Yeah. And don't forget, I'm gonna send that email to Michael. I'm gonna write that down. And yeah, be part of it. Okay.
Yeah,
All
would
right,
like to.
sweetie.
Yeah.
So I'll
Yeah.
talk to you
Alrighty.
Wednesday.
Day went fast. It went fast today.
Yeah,
Yeah.
what do you need to know? What do you want to know for yourself this week?
I just wanted to know if it was positive energy out there or
Oh,
what
it's
out there.
amazing.
Okay, good.
Okay.
All right,
It,
that's a
it,
good,
stay
good
tapped into
energy.
joy.
Yeah,
Okay.
stay. Yeah, I want to stay in the joy. It always makes me happy to be in the
Yeah, stay
joy.
in that. There's no reason to step out of it. It's over.
All right, yeah, don't go
Get
there. Yeah.
creative with your projects.
Yes, it's
Okay.
true. Okay,
Uh,
take care, Andy. We'll talk to you later.
all
See you
right.
on
Bye-bye.
Wednesday. Bye-bye.
Okay. Bye.
Bye.
Mm.